Jimmy, please say something.
James?
What? Who are you? Mom, I thought you told me never to talk to strangers.
Like I said before, Jimmy, please be nice to your new stepfather.
You must be the new kid. Give me 5, dude!
Your attention, please.
Bully was one of my favorite games as a kid, so as you can expect, when you really like a game, you hope for a sequel. And yet it's been 13 years with no sequel. Rumblings, over the years have come up about a Bully sequel, but nothing concrete, no announcement for a sequel anytime soon, so maybe we won't be getting a Bully 2. Maybe not. Maybe Rockstar doesn't believe in the franchise or doesn't believe it can do well in the climate of today with the anti-bullying everything, even though the game kind of promotes not bullying. You bully the bully kids, but whatever. But as someone who really enjoyed Bully when he was a kid, it came out around the time I was 10 years old in 2006 and played it nonstop for about 6 years there. I really would love a sequel. Sequels sometimes, they can't quite live up to expectations, but it would still be good to see what Rockstar would do with the game nonetheless. I do have hopes of Bully 2 coming out sometime between now and Rockstar's next game. I would hope that they would put out Bully 2 and then go after GTA 5 or whatever big game they want to do next. So this video is all about my Bully 2 wants. Now, it's not all of them. I didn't want to give too many. I didn't want to make the video too long about what I want or specifically. These are just some specific things I think would make the game last longer, more fun, cooler. Some things that I thought would have been really cool for the first one, but seeing as it was in 2006, you can kind of understand why it wasn't there. We weren't there yet. But nowadays, we are. So, here's some things I want for Bully 2, if it happens. More cliques, more factions. In Bully 1, we had the jocks, the nerds, the preps, and the greasers, and the bully kids. But there's so many more cliques than that, in real life. I would love for them to add goths, druggies, skaters, the anime kids, the loners, the gamers, the theater kids, things like that. But this leads into my next thing, what I want, the ability to join a clique. In the first one, you gained respect with each clique, and you would be somewhat accepted by them or not accepted by them, depending on what the story mission was or what you did to lose or gain respect. And you could get some clothes and kind of fit in with them, but you didn't ever feel like you were a part of the clique. You felt like you were a loner, which is one of the, you could go that route in this game, but I'm thinking you could join an actual clique, right? Join a clique of one of the, if you choose to be a goth, right? Then you have things to do based off being in that clique, right? So, these are like non-story missions. These are side missions or whatever. If you're a jock, then you can join a football team or a basketball team. If you're in the theater, you can join a play. Things based off which clique you're in. I mean, that gives replayability as well, because if you join a different clique, if you're in one clique throughout the whole gameplay, right? If you choose to be a jock, and you want to be a jock through the whole game, and you join the football team or something, and you have mini games for the football team. It doesn't have to be an actual football game, because that would involve a lot of extra work, probably. But, a cutscene that shows, oh, you're going to football practice. Oh, you're playing a game. Oh, you won because you have a lot of respect with the jocks right now, and it boosted your confidence. Same thing with the skaters. Oh, you're getting really good at skating. With the theater kids, you're getting really good at acting. Just specific things based off specific cliques. I think it'd be really fun and give longevity and replayability with a bunch of different cliques and a bunch of different ones you can join. I think it'd be really fun. Next thing would be more weapons. This isn't a big one because they had a pretty good amount of weapons in the first one. Just no knives or no guns. This is, people always were kind of like, oh, it's just the kid version of GTA, which is relatively kind of true. But it's also its own thing. It's not completely GTA, but the thing that kind of sets it apart is you can't drive cars and you can't use guns and knives, and that's fun. I like that. You don't kill people in this game. you just knock them out. I just find that a little more fun. You don't always have to kill people. I don't know. The next thing, more than just 5 events per class. In the classes, there were, I don't remember how many classes specifically there were, but there were probably about 10 classes maybe, and there were 5 events per class. I feel like I always finish the classes when I'm doing a playthrough really quickly. Like, you go through from like the beginning of the school year to Christmas to the end of school year, and I feel like in the first semester I've already completed all the classes and I'm done. So I'm thinking instead of just 5 events per class, make it like 20. I know that sounds like a lot, but really they can go by pretty quick. You know, and I like the rewards for finishing a class. Each time you finish the class, you got a little reward. Just continue to do that, but if you don't want to give out as many rewards, you don't want to give out 20 rewards per class. It could be a stat thing, by the way. You could raise like a point each time you got the class until you got a point in all of whatever statistic that needs. But if you didn't want to, you could just give out something every time you complete 5 classes, so you just go out 4. More classes as well, instead of just 10 classes. I mean, I know that seems a little heavy on the school part, but that's kind of fun. The school events were always fun. It is a game kind of based around school-based stuff, so, you know, a lot more classes would make it more fun. Maybe with the click thing, maybe you could have a schedule so you can choose your own classes. So sometimes in a replay or in a playthrough, you won't specifically get one class because you didn't choose it. But then you could choose it in a different class when you're in a different clique or something. I think that would be really fun. My next thing is more character models, so it's not the same 10 everywhere. I understand it was 2006, and they probably just copy and paste a lot of those characters all around town, so it would, you would see people everywhere. But it was always the same, 10 people, and it got a little annoying after a while to see the same. So just get, a bunch. Like GTA, I didn't see them that much. I didn't see repeated characters enough for it to matter, so maybe just get 1,000 and copy paste. Not specifically 1,000, but a bunch. Okay, my next thing is a bigger map. It doesn't have to be GTA 5 size, but bigger. Since it's a smaller than normal map, obviously, it's not going to be GTA 5, but it's definitely going to be bigger than the first Bully, right? So since it's a smaller than normal map, make every building accessible. I really want this. I think it'd be really fun to have every building accessible, because then when it's not, the world feels kind of empty, but when every building you can go into, it feels like a real world. Maybe make some of them houses or something that you can go into, but you can't really explore or something, because whatever. But I think accessible houses would be really, really fun. Every single one. Just a bigger... It doesn't have to be, a huge map. It can be, 2, 3, 4 times the size of Bully 1, but Bully 1's map was pretty small. You could get across that in 2 minutes on your skateboard. So, yeah, bigger map. Let's see here. Things to do outside of story, like GTA side missions and hangouts. I feel like in the first Bully, outside of story missions, there were some side missions, but there weren't enough side missions, and there weren't repeatable, playable things. Like, in GTA, you can go hang out. You can call somebody and then drive and go hang out at a bar. I want that for Bully. I want, hey, you want to go shoot some hoops, and then you can go to a basketball court somewhere and play basketball minigame with somebody from a clique that you're friendly with. Right? I think it'd be fun. And that could also go into online stuff. You could play random minigames with your friends if they do online. I kind of like Bully without online because, you really got to focus on the story. I like focusing on the story. I like focusing on the actual game instead of online. I'm not a big online guy. But you could go play those minigames with your friend. You can call them up. But I think next thing is more stuff to do at the school campus. This goes along with the minigame for basketball there and the football thing. And the things that aren't specifically story modes. I want more stuff to do at the school. You could play darts in the first one. Maybe add a pool table. Maybe add an actual pool. You can go swimming there, right? I want a bunch of things added to the school and around the school campus, so it gives you more of a reason to stay around the school campus. Because in Bully 1, after you complete Chapter 1 or 2, I think it was Chapter 1, there's not much to do at the school. There's still some story missions there, but I felt like most of the stuff was around town, which I do enjoy. I like doing a lot of stuff around town, but I like the focus to be on the school campus and a lot of repeatable things. And maybe if Bully 2 is set in, college, you could have college parties at night. I mean, repeatable college parties every Saturday or something, and you could do a lot of different things there, depending on which clique you're in or something. I mean, this clique thing is really what I'm basing everything around, because everything's kind of based around what clique you're in. But even if you don't do that, you could have repeatable side missions and repeatable events. Keep saying repeatable. I apologize for saying repeatable so much there. Just things you can do over and over and over again that are going to be fun because they're like little mini games, or things that are going to be fun because they're parties. Even if it's not college, you still have high school parties in the dorms or something every Saturday or something, or every month, something like that. More fun secret hideouts. I really love the clubhouse stuff. How you would complete the a certain clique's missions, and then you would beat them, and you would gain a clubhouse. Like the Greasers, you got that one gaming, their clubhouse or whatever. The Preps, you got the Lighthouse or whatever. The Jocks, you got their equipment place. You got their like equipment place next to the football field, which was kind of funny. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was pretty fun. And then the Nerds, you got the comic book shop downstairs, which was actually pretty dope. Yeah, some more secret stuff like that. You know, maybe some secret, like the island you can swim to that has the pirate on it. That was a good Easter egg hideout place. I like hideouts places like that. Maybe some underground caves or something. I would find that, personally, pretty fun. Next thing would be, like GTA, a lot of character customization. Something I loved about Bully 1 is you could change your hairstyle, the color, you could get a bunch of tattoos, there was so many clothes you could buy, there was so much customization you could do with the character. But no matter what, Jimmy kind of looked like Jimmy. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But I would like a bit more customization to maybe make the character look a bit more different. You know, maybe it's not looking the same as Jimmy did because you did this or did that. You know, maybe you got a nose job. That's kind of stupid, but maybe you got a nose job. He doesn't look exactly the same. But I think that would be really fun to get a lot more customization, even though the customization in the first one was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And then the last thing I'm going to say here, because this is already about a 12-minute video-ish right now, the last thing I want to say here is a more difficult combat. I'm not saying make it, Dark Souls, hard. But in the first one, it was super easy to own every single person you fought from the start. Even with Russell, I mean, if you just spam a combination and keep back, you could beat his ass without him touching you. So, a little bit more difficult combat. I kept wanting to say combinations there, but more difficult combat. It doesn't have to be super difficult, like an actual boxing game or something, but, more intricate combinations and AI that can fight better. AI that's a little smarter with dodges and a little smarter with well-placed punches, and things like that. I think would be really fun. Maybe certain things give you armor, extra. Maybe if you're wearing a football helmet, it's a lot harder to get your health down. Something like that, I think would be really fun. So that's what I've got to say about Bully 2. I definitely would like to make maybe another video about this if I write some more stuff down that I would like from Bully 2. I really do hope that Rockstar considers making Bully 2, because I really enjoyed Bully 1. Or for Europe and overseas places, they called it Canis Canem Edit, which I think means dog eat dog in Latin or something, but I'm in America, so we called it Bully because we didn't censor it. I really would love another Bully game. I hope Rockstar really considers, making it. They're not going to watch this video, and, they're not going to see any of my ideas. I understand that. I understand I'm a very small channel. Nobody's going to really see this as much as they would. I really hope they listen to maybe some Swagta ideas, because he's the biggest Bully YouTuber, I believe. I hope they ask for feedback, and I really hope they do it, because out of all the games they have, this is my most wanted game, because it was just such a big part of my childhood, and I loved it so much. So, thanks for watching. That was my Bully 2 wants and ideas, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope maybe if you have any Bully ideas below in the comments, or maybe you just want to share a Bully story you had because you liked the game, go ahead and leave a comment and like and subscribe, all that shit, if you want to. And thanks for watching.